cost of living, price increases, rents, beach conditions, and so many other X factors. And then at the end of the video, we'll also discuss where a lot of people, digital nomads and expats, are moving instead. So guys, let's dig in. Playa del Carmen 2026. Should you move here? Vámonos. So first and foremost, guys, one of the biggest differences between 2025 and 2026, this time last year, the exchange rate was 20-1 on the US dollar. Now it's 17-1. That's actually an 18% reduction in your purchasing power if you're earning dollars and spending them here in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. Now, that's not all though. Unfortunately, inflation has been running pretty hot here, so we're talking like 9%, but some places have raised their prices as much as 30%. So when you combine that with the 18% reduction, all of a sudden your purchasing power has been diminished. So that's the very first thing I want to discuss, is that if you have something you can scale up or scale down, like say a YouTube channel or some type of side hustle, that's fine. But if you're on a fixed income and all of a sudden you take an 18% hit just on the exchange rate, and then also your favorite restaurants, and we'll cover some specific price raises here momentarily, some of your favorite restaurants raise their prices by 25 or 30%, all of a sudden you can't go get your favorite burrito anymore and you're making quesadillas at home. So I wanted to make that point very, very clear. Is it still worth it for you when your purchasing power is down 18%? That's for you to determine. Now, there's something to be said for having a pivot or a backup plan, and maybe a month-to-month rental is good for you, because if the exchange rate drops off a cliff, maybe you can go to Colombia, maybe you can go to Ecuador and just pivot and stay flexible. That's a workaround, and that's something that I've done in the past when I didn't have this channel and was just living on investments. But a lot of people would be hard pressed to get 18 to 30% annualized returns on their investments. And so when the exchange rate dips and you lose 18%, hey, what's up, guys? You guys want to say hi real quick? Hey, where are you guys from? Hey, New Orleans in the house? I remember you, yeah, up by Quinta Parilla, yeah. Hey, good to meet you guys. Give me daps. Hey, boom. Hi, bye. All right, guys, good to see you. So good, bye. Oh, he says bye, Rope Monster. See you, buddy. Oh, that was sweet. So guys, heartwarming. And I'm gonna keep this video very organic and unedited. This is just what happens when I walk down Fifth Avenue. We get to meet subscribers. Every day is a subscriber meetup. But so you have to ask yourself that question. 18% reduction in purchasing power just on the exchange rate. Can your investments and or side hustle as a digital nomad or worker keep up with that? That's for you to determine, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. It is at the forefront of whether or not it's worth living here or moving here in 2026. The peso's getting strong, the dollar's getting a little bit weak. Food for thought. Let me know in the comments what you think about that and what your workaround would be, side hustle or whatever that may be. Guys, let's move on. So I want to give you guys some POV action here and talk about restaurants and price increases, some of which are very tragic actually to me. So one of my very favorite restaurants, and you know I'm not calling anyone out here, I got to keep it real, and these restaurants are doing what they have to do to survive, I get that. But one of my favorite restaurants, Sabor de los Ortega, a lot of their prices went up 20 and even 30% in one jump. And so, you know, there are places that haven't raised their prices much or have only raised them 5%. But we're gonna actually go over to the grocery store over here to Chedraui, and I'm gonna show you guys prices so you can see with your own eyes what we're looking like for a bag of coffee, a liter of milk, some of the basics. Now I did this a year ago, almost exactly 1 year ago. I did this kind of style video. So we need to go see what's changed as far as the prices, and I'll also show how I shop, guys, what I look for and what I buy to stay healthy, fit, get my macros, but without breaking the bank. But guys, the price increases, a lot of these bars now are charging 70, even up to 90 pesos per beer. My advice to you is to patronize the places that haven't raised their prices a ton. One shout out would be El Arabe. You can still get 100 peso burrito at El Arabe on CTM over there with Ruben and Fernando. I was having that discussion with him, like, hey man, you know, if the dollar is 18% weaker and then people raise their prices 20%, how can anyone afford your food? And he says, yeah, exactly, we've kept our prices the same. So guys, we'll also discuss rents here in a moment, but I want to pop into Chedraui Selecto, one of the most popular supermarkets here in Playa del Carmen, and actually check in on prices here momentarily. Alright, so we've made it inside the ever popular Chedraui Selecto. Very expensive grocery store in general, but you're paying for the location. I just wanted to give you a quick example. Some of my favorite cheeses, like you want like a brie or something like that, 203 pesos. Well, do the math, guys. With the current exchange rate, that's like a $12 piece of cheese right there. You look at like the Parmigiano or the Grana Padano. Once again, 188 pesos, 149 pesos. You're seeing some pretty expensive cheese with the current exchange rate. And that's a little bit disturbing, guys. I noticed I don't eat a lot of bread, but I came in here